Majestic waterfalls, scenic roads framed by towering mountains and vast lava fields, a historic church, and a serene ferry ride to the West Fjords. Join us as we explore the highlights of our third day in Iceland. We are Daniel and Theresa. We are on a mission to check off destinations from our bucket list, one country at a time, all while balancing our 9-to-5 jobs. We kicked off our day with a hearty breakfast at the hotel, fueling up for a road trip that would take us over 430 kilometers to the West Fjords. The buffet featured a delicious mix of traditional Icelandic dishes and familiar international breakfast options. We love the Icelandic yogurt, which was a standout treat. The drive through Snæfellsnes Peninsula was absolutely awe-inspiring. Towering mountains and charming little towns dotted the landscape, creating unforgettable memories. We both agreed that this was one of our favorite road trips ever. This part of Iceland is truly a gem, with beauty that left us in constant wonder. Just over 2 hours later, we arrived at our first stop, the iconic Budir church. There was ample parking and a few other tourists were already there, taking in the serene surroundings of the picturesque spot. The small church almost seemed out of place amidst the vast, untouched nature that surrounded it. Its striking black color stood in sharp contrast to the lush greenery, creating a scene that felt almost timeless. If it weren't for the large hotel next door, you might feel transported to an era without the distractions of modern life. The church grounds also feature a small cemetery, adding to the peaceful atmosphere. We spent just under an hour soaking in the views, but if time allows, the fields around the church offer a perfect hiking spot. With the wind against your skin and the breathtaking scenery, it's an ideal place for quiet reflection. If you're visiting, plan for at least 30 minutes to fully appreciate the sight. Our road trip continued with a brief stop in Arnastapi to admire the stone bridge and take a quick bathroom break. Unfortunately, our photos and videos from that stop were corrupted. If you plan to visit Arnastapi, be sure to set aside at least an hour. The hiking trail is well marked and offers stunning ocean views, making it a perfect spot for bird watching and enjoying the rugged coastline. We reached Kirkjufelssfoss around noon. There's a small fee for parking. This was the first stop on our itinerary that was bustling with tourists, but despite the crowds, parking was easy. The waterfall itself did not disappoint. It was every bit as stunning as we had imagined, with its cascading water set against a backdrop of the iconic Kirkjufell mountain. From the parking lot, a small bridge leads you to the waterfall, where a walking path continues to a few benches at the end, offering a perfect spot to relax and take in the view. What's surprising is that the famous Kirkjufell mountain is actually located across the street from the falls, and the waterfall itself sits on private land. The scene is incredibly photogenic, so it's worth planning to stay for at least an hour. Not just to capture the perfect shot, but also to truly soak in the surroundings. Our road trip snacks, chips, boiled eggs, and jerky kept us fueled through the morning, but by the time we reached Kirkjufelssfoss, we were definitely ready for a proper lunch. We managed to squeeze in a quick meal before boarding the 3 p.m. ferry to Dynjandi, setting the stage for the next leg of our journey. The fish and chips we had in Kirkjufelssfoss were by far the best we've had on this trip. Although it came to almost $50 for 2 drinks and 2 orders of fish and chips, it was well worth it. We also tried the famous apple scene, which was delicious and brought back memories of Fanta from back home. We had booked our ferry tickets online a few months in advance, and the cost was about $150 for the car and 2 passengers. If you have an extra hour to spare before boarding, the Dynjandi Island lighthouse is worth a visit. It offers a unique view and could make for a nice scenic detour before you head to the ferry. Boarding the ferry was quick and well organized. While there were plenty of passengers, it never felt overcrowded. The ferry also had a snack bar. After a little tour, we found a cozy corner to settle into and take a much-needed nap. The ride from Kirkjufelssfoss to Dynjandi takes about 2.5 hours, offering plenty of time to relax and enjoy the journey. The ferry made a quick stop at Flari, but otherwise the ride was smooth and comfortable. It was a relaxing experience, and it definitely saved us at least an hour compared to driving around the peninsula. It was a convenient and scenic shortcut on our road trip. At this point in our road trip, we were starting to feel tired, but the excitement of reaching the West Fjords kept us going. With a stunning landscape ahead, we pushed on, eager for the next adventure that awaited us. After all, we had made it to one of Iceland's most remote and beautiful regions. The rough switchback roads kept us on high alert as we made our way to Dynjandi Falls. Some parts of the drive were downright terrifying, and we were so focused on navigating that we forgot to capture many videos of the journey. We were grateful, though, that even in late August, the sun wouldn't set until about 9 p.m., giving us plenty of daylight to reach our destination and enjoy the stunning scenery. All the fatigue and nerves from the rugged drive melted away the moment we laid eyes on Dynjandi Falls. The sight was absolutely breathtaking. Its cascading waters and dramatic beauty left us speechless. It was a moment that made the challenging road completely worth it. There is a fee for parking at Dynjandi Falls, but the facilities are worth it. The parking lot has plenty of bathrooms, and there's even a dedicated faucet where you can refill your water bottle, making it a convenient stop before exploring the falls. The hike from the parking lot to Dynjandi Falls is rugged, but the stunning views make it well worth the effort. We took our time stopping along the way to admire the smaller waterfalls that cascade down the mountainside, each one offering a new perspective of the landscape. The journey was as beautiful as the destination itself. Dynjandi is massive, yet there's a graceful beauty in its sheer power and size. You can get as close to the falls as safety allows, though be prepared to get a little wet from the mist. The waterfall itself is stunning, but the view of the fjord from the top is equally breathtaking, offering a spectacular panoramic scene. We were so captivated by the place that we ended up staying for nearly 2 hours, soaking in every moment of its beauty. We arrived at our guest house in Strond just before 9 p.m. After a long day of adventure, it was the perfect place to unwind. The guest house was spotless and had everything we needed for an overnight stay, including a communal kitchen, which was a nice touch. It was a cozy and comfortable spot to rest before continuing our journey the next day. In the next installment of our Iceland adventure, we take you deeper into the West Fjords to explore iconic beaches, dramatic coastlines, and hidden gems that showcase the wild beauty of this remote region. Stay tuned for more breathtaking landscapes and unforgettable experiences. If you enjoyed this, please like and subscribe to support our channel. See you next time!